Hey everyone, it's Ryan Henry, idea guy for INSPIREsmall.biz, and today we're going to talk about 5 scams that are robbing Americans blind. According to the Federal Trade Commission, Americans lost over $5 billion in 2021 to scams. That's a staggering 70% increase over 2020. While consumers of all ages fall victim to scams, most victims are over the age of 65. And typically, the older the victim is, the more money they are likely to lose. So let's talk about some of the common scams that are targeting Americans and what you can do to stop them. Number 1, government impersonation. These scams involve sending a lot of robocalls with a recorded message that says your social security number has been compromised and that you owe a large amount of money for unpaid taxes. Those who stay on the line long enough to speak with an agent are commonly informed that a warrant has been issued for their arrest unless they make an immediate payment. The IRS warns that anybody threatening to suspend or cancel your social security number is a scam. This is a tactic that scammers use to cause panic in their victims. If you receive this kind of call, just hang up immediately. Number 2, utility scams. This scam begins with a phone call informing customers that their utility bill is overdue and service is going to be disconnected immediately unless a payment is made. What makes this scam more disturbing is that scammers will spoof the phone number of the utility company they're calling from, deceiving victims into thinking that the call is official. A recent adaptation of this scam is also where the caller claims that you've made an overpayment and they'll ask you for banking or credit card information to refund that money to you. Never make a payment or share banking information with any caller who claims to be employed by a utility company. If you receive one of these calls, immediately hang up and find the official number for that utility company and call them. And be sure to explain that you just received a call from somebody who claimed to be from their organization. Number 3, refund scams. You may have received an email or phone call that says you are about to be charged for a large purchase, and if you haven't authorized that purchase, to click a link or call that phone number in the email. These scammers pretend to be companies like Amazon, Norton, or a past computer support provider. If you were to contact these scammers, they will ask for remote access to your computer to initiate the refund and attempt to trick you into thinking that they've given you a lot of money that they need you to return to them. No legitimate company ever needs remote access to your computer to give you a refund. And never, ever click the links or call the phone number in those emails. Number 4, advance fee scams. This category includes both online and in-person scams. Examples of online advance fee scams include making a deposit on a pet, lottery scams, fake inheritance, and foreign bank credit scams. Each of these scams involves sending money to secure your pet, your winnings, your inheritance, or credit line, only to never hear again from that organization that you were promised a payout or a pet from. If you are ever encouraged to make a large deposit on something like that, it's likely a scam. Examples of in-person advance fee scams are typically associated with home improvement projects and storm damage repair after a severe weather event. These contractors insist on being paid the full or a substantial amount of the project up front. After those payments are received, work never begins or is never completed. To protect yourself from these scams, always do your research on the business before signing a contract or making any payments. Search the name of the business on Google and look for reviews. If a business doesn't have any reviews or isn't local to your area, you should definitely be cautious before moving forward. Number 5, emergency scams. Imagine answering the phone to hear the voice of somebody claiming to be your grandchild and that they need your help. As terrifying as that sounds, it really happens. This sick and twisted scam is a form of social engineering where a scammer uses social media or other online resources to learn the names of your family members and scam you. These scammers may be able to answer some basic questions such as members of the family's names. If you receive one of these calls and aren't 100% sure that it is your family member, ask them a difficult question that only your immediate family members are going to know. If they can't answer the question, you're likely being scammed. So let's talk about some tips to protect yourself from scams. The first one is to never click links in suspicious emails. It can be difficult to identify when an email isn't legitimate. So if you aren't 100% sure that an email is from the organization they claim to be representing, never click any of the links and do not call any phone numbers displayed in that email. Instead, go directly to that company's website and look up their customer service number or access your account from there. Second, never give someone remote access to your computer. No legitimate company is going to need access to your computer to issue a refund or help you make a payment. Even if you realize you're being scammed before sending money, the scammer could steal the contents of your computer or change the password, making it impossible for you to log back in. Third, never pay with gift cards. Scammers often prefer gift cards as payment because once you give them the code on the card, the money is gone. If the person on the phone tells you to purchase gift cards as payments, hang up immediately. It's a scam. Legitimate companies do not ask for you to make payment with gift cards. 4. Never lie to a cashier or bank teller. Bank employees and cashiers are trained to identify circumstances where someone is about to fall victim to a scam. If the person on the phone is telling you to lie about the reason you're withdrawing money or buying large amounts of gift cards, hang up immediately because you're being scammed. And finally, be cautious of work-at-home opportunities. Most scammers targeting Americans are located outside of the United States, but they rely on people in the country to help them get the money. Scammers often recruit Americans using social media posts about work-from-home opportunities. While some opportunities are legitimate, some are not. If the job that they're offering you is to receive or pick up packages and then send them to someone else, or to require you to send and receive money from your bank account, it is definitely a scam. So what do you do if you've become the victim of a scam? And being the victim of a scam is embarrassing, but you're not alone. If you have been the victim, the first thing you'll need to do is contact your banks to secure your accounts and the credit bureaus to put a freeze on your credit. You should also change the password to your online banking access. Next, reach out to the Federal Trade Commission, and in your area to report the fraud, you should also look up your Attorney General. If you granted access to a scammer on your computer, immediately turn your computer off and contact a professional. The programs that scammers use to access your computer will allow them to continue accessing your computer until it's uninstalled. You'll also want your computer professional to run a comprehensive virus scan on your computer just in case the scammers installed any viruses or malware. Will you ever get your money back if you gave money to a scammer? Few victims get their money back. While there is a chance that you could recover your losses, it will depend on if the money is found before it leaves the United States. This is why cashiers and bank employees are trained to recognize scams and fraud, to help warn you of scams before you're losing money. If you liked this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Ryan Henry, idea guy for INSPIREsmall.biz. Thanks for watching.